go for the high school hockey season to start.
Yeah, me too. There's a lot of hockey drama, it sounds like, with people coming in. Like this week, we got a few guys.
Yeah.
There's like some one dude from New Hampshire, Connecticut or something.
And then I've also got the Langmore kid from Volcanic.
Yeah. I don't know why Pete's like, he's so obsessed with the Mill hockey. He's like, dude, they're gonna win. He always says that like every year.
It's good because the Northern each year is supposed to be 1-2.
Yeah.
We've got it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, let me go see how it goes.
He just loves, I think, their coach.
Oh, boy.
He comes in brutal.
What's his name?
Yeah, I can't remember right now either.
You said it. It's like Ken Holland. Yeah. He's a good dude.
Yeah, like 2 years ago, I was with Pete as usual, and like he's like, yeah, we have to go over to Manila for a little bit. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, because I have to give Ollie's kid a baseball hitting lesson. I'm like, what? They're like hitting in some cage at Manila. And the kid's like 12 years old. And it's just like so random.
Yeah, it does. Apparently, he was trying to get Whitehead's games too, but obviously
That might be a little bit more than you can handle.
probably. Well, you have to get the four before obviously. they're not like explosive. Yeah. Like I see Bradley Beasley, Paul Hockey, those guys are explosive. They even lose their head still. don't. The first period still don't score between us.
Broken up by the Marine Giants, but able to get a decent scoring opportunity. Take a look at this play on replay again, and again a little bit of a broken play here as you saw that puck bouncing all over the ice, and wisely Austin Dietrich.
9:48 to go in the first.
Look at this saucer pass. Wow. Right on the tape to Peloff, and he couldn't bury it as it was an excellent stop there from Brent Holmer.
It's a textbook saucer pass right there. That's how you do it. Face off, offensive team out for the Green Giants. Really good looks, especially the right there.
This one on replay. Close call, but the official had a good look, and yes, he was offsides. That was Maxwell Roby that just couldn't hang up in time for the offside. This one on replay. A little bit of a broken play by Wackman, but able to force it into the zone, get the drop pass, and a good save. A couple boats. but the Blue Ox able to manufacture a shot, and again, Dietrich standing tall here.
10 saves so far in this first period. The Blue Ox for the Green Giants. Dalton will take the draw. The 10th grader, Princeton.
Tape-to-tape pass, and it's like Peterson trying to get a little bit more muscle on that.
Giants and the Blue Ox scoreless. Period. The shots are also 14 for the Blue Ox. 7 for the Giants. Really good space there. Trevor Fell. It's got a breakaway on Brett Holder. Holder comes up with the stop. We're going to have a 2-minute intermission. Second. Austin Butcher has made 14 saves for the New Giants, keeping us clean in this thing. Much better second half for the Giants. They shot down 600. Fought back. Pretty even game since. Your shots. The Blue Rocks. Step aside for this back. Start the second period. I don't know. 2. Really good looks on that first chance, but connection there.
Whistle. Good look for the Green Giants here. One of their better opportunities of this second period. Nice pass across and a good stop.
This out will be to his right.
Hooking call, as you see right there on the replay. Looked like it was Dominic Thomas that did it, but instead Maxwell Roby goes to the box. Saves for him in this contest so far as we take a look at the replay. Good shot attempt from Wackman. see Thomas clearly offside. Good call.
Speeding so fast.
Nice little bank off the boards and good opportunity for the Blue Ox against those.
Against Dalton Will. Third power play opportunity. Officials discussing with
this one on replay, and you see the intentional redirect, and it worked to perfection. That goal is going to go to Wyatt Carlson and Joseph Lally. What a
you could tell he was trying to get on the stick of Carlson and a little bit of late reaction, but somehow that goes into the back of the net. Blue Ox strike here on the power play. 1-0. 8 points for the Blue Ox. Big one. Joseph Lally was the one that took the shot at him. I was floating to him back. So it's still 6.4 to go.
Let's take a look at this one on replay. Excellent execution there. And the Blue Ox lead it now 2-0. on this penalty kill. Get a good look at the replay Take a look at this opportunity here from Lally, getting a good lane, but no problem. Dietrich fighting it off with the mask. Nice job. To the Blue Oxes number 11, Kellen Murphy, off the draw, and somehow Austin Dietrich was able to fight that one off and keep this
type of size here, I feel like it's in his role. It's like give a man enough time that he's back for the third period. It's like so clearly it's trying to like bounce it off his skate and somebody got a stick on it right there. I was like, what? It's not supposed to happen.
I hope. I hope they do.
Is it running time?
I hope they do. I mean, definitely starting.
Welcome back to the Plymouth Ice Center here in Plymouth, Minnesota, as we get ready for the third period between the Blue Ox and the Green Giants in this Youth 15 semifinal. Winner will take on the winner of the Walleye and Shattuck St. Mary's in the championship game tomorrow. Looks like we've got our audio fixed. Apparently we had some issues and the microphone was turned down and the camera volume was turned up, so apologizing for that, but looks like we are good to go here for this third period. Been a good one so far. There was no score after 2 periods of play, or pardon me, after the first period of play, but then it was a very, very good period for the Blue Ox, who increased their shot total quite a bit. They got 12 shots on goal in that second period. 2 of them went in the back of the net as they lead at 2-0. Power play goal in their first one, and then an even strength goal on their second one. That's where we stand as we get ready for the third period of this one. Again, winner of this game will play the Walleye and Shattuck St. Mary's winner. That game is coming up at 2:30, and you can find it right here on the official Minnesota Hockey YouTube channel. So hope you can join us for that one as well. It should be a good contest as well. So again, shots on goal through 2 periods, 26-12 in favor of the Blue Ox, who lead this game, of course, 2-0. So here we go. Green Giants trying to strike here early as the quick shot was turned aside by the goaltender Brett Holmer for the Blue Ox. He's let in no goals so far in this game. Been looking good. Only had to make 13 saves, though, through 2 periods. Just about 30 seconds in or so to this third period of play. Green Giants trying to come back and make this one a game. Blue Ox behind the net now. They'll look to move and hold on to it. Here's Jack Olson headed off his stick. It'll go back down low in the corner. Here's a drive from the point, fired high off the glass. Good look for the Blue Ox that time, but fired wide. And Green Giants will take a hold of it here. Bryce Lager with a nice pass up through center. Gavin Thorson has it. Here's Thorson firing it wide, trying to look for a redirect. That was how the Blue Ox got one of their 2 goals, on a nice redirect. And it was Wyatt Carlson that got the goal on the shot, or potential redirect rather, from Joseph Lally. 15:40 to go here in the third, still 2-0 in favor of the Blue Ox. Nice maneuver there by Peterson as he'll get it to a man who flings it in deep. Be dropped by Dietrich for a teammate. Green Giants try and poke it up the ice. Into the corner it goes now. Dalton Will battling in there with a couple of teammates for the Green Giants. Puck will squirt free. And whack that on the far side boards. Quickly thrown onto the stick of Dietrich. No problem for him as they'll look to work it up the boards. Good work by the Green Giants moving it up the ice, but quickly fired right back into the zone. This will not be an icing as it's corralled here by Chase Cheslock. Nearly gave it away, but the Green Giants still have possession as they look to break out. Here's a giveaway, flung off a body on the shot attempt there from Wyatt Carlson. Now the Green Giants will move up. Here they come into the zone. This one will just roll right to Brett Holmer, who will hang on for the stoppage. 14:39 remaining in this third period of a 2-0 game in favor of the Blue Ox. As we'll look at this little play on replay, no problem for Brett Holmer. Offensive zone faceoff for the Green Giants, looking to cut this lead in half. They've had some good opportunities, but just haven't been able to score, at least so far. Out through center, here comes Wyatt Carlson. His shot broken up and shoved back along the wall. Green Giants poking and whacking away here in the corner. Forced up along the wall. And now they keep. Here's a big drive from the Blue Ox at the point, held on to by the goaltender. That was Joseph Lally with the shot attempt. And a better stop by the goaltender in front, Dietrich. Take a look at this one. Looked like Lally was trying to go for a redirect there. Shots on goal are 28-14 in favor of the Blue Ox. There's a drive again by Lally, but missing the net that time. Worked up along the corner. Banked up along the boards. Intercepted by the Green Giants as they try to come the other way, broken up. Here's a chance for the Blue Ox. The wrister fought off and held on to very nicely that time by Austin Dietrich on the giveaway that time from his defense. You take a look, it just got caught right at the blue line there. And the Green Giants gave it away, and Thomas Schroeder pounced on it. Good stop, though, from the goaltender Dietrich, keeping this one at a 2-goal deficit. Jamming in the circle. Ref nearly got hit there by a high stick, but kept in, or not kept in, rather, by the Blue Ox, as it'll be tracked down by Lally. Lally pinned up along the wall. Thrown in the vicinity of the slot. A man slow to get up for the Green Giants that time. It's Trenton Peloff, who had a breakaway earlier in this game. Backdoor scores! Buried that time by Thomas Schroeder, and the Blue Ox lead it 3-0. Take a look at this one. You see Thomas Schroeder on the right side of your screen, and he gets a perfect feed on the one-timer and buries it to make it 3-0 in favor of the Blue Ox. Nice feed, better finish from Thomas Schroeder, and the Blue Ox have turned on the Jets here from the second period on, and they lead it now 3-0 in favor of the Green Giants. So, an official discussing with one of the Green Giant coaches, and you saw a man down. That was Trenton Peloff, and as he was slow to get up, the Blue Ox were racing their way down the ice, and then that's where you got the goal that made it 3-0. So the Green Giants have it as they chop away here right at the line. Blue Ox now center it and force it deep, but this will be an icing as it was not touched by Kellen Murphy, so it'll go back down to the other end. 3-0 lead again for the Blue Ox if you're just joining us. A pair of goals in the second period and an early goal here from Thomas Schroeder to make it 3-0 in favor of his club. Face-off will be in the zone here. Offensive zone, rather, for the Green Giants, who need to get something going here soon. Had some legitimate opportunities, just haven't been able to capitalize. This one will be another icing call against the Blue Ox, and so it'll go back down into their end, or in the Blue Ox end, rather, for a face-off. 13:01 to go in this third period. Looks like a player going to be thrown out here for the Blue Ox. Ty Kennett that was, and so he'll be replaced as the Blue Ox win the draw and will force it back to the other side. A couple of players whacking away there for both teams. Turnaround try, fended off nicely by the goaltender for the Blue Ox, Brett Holmer. Fired back into laid offside, so the Green Giants will have to tag up as you hear the officials yelling at them to get onside. Nice pass across the line it'll come for Ty Kennett. He fanned on the shot attempt as it's picked up by a teammate behind the goal, Kellen Murphy, trying to throw it back around the slot area. Backhanded across and intercepted nicely. Here's Schroeder looking for goal number 2. Fired on to the midsection and held onto very nicely by Dietrich. But if you're the Green Giants, you can't give Schroeder a lane to shoot like that. He's already got a goal in this one, and he's looked like one of the most dangerous players on the ice so far tonight for the Blue Ox. Offensive zone face-off for them. Schroeder will indeed take it and win it back. To the point it comes, and it hit the post on the redirect as a couple of players went down for their respective teams. Now a battle ensues right in front of the Green Giants bench as they look to move it out. Off the skates And picked up here by the Blue Ox. Back in their own end, a bank pass intercepted by the Green Giants off a stick. And a big hit thrown there from Schroeder. He's going to go to the box. No, it looks like just an offside call. But Schroeder laying the body for the Blue Ox as they continue to look strong in this game. Face off in the neutral zone just outside of the Green Giant zone. And looks like we'll be ready to go here. Off the draw, one back by the Blue Ox as they fire this one into the zone. Scoop to the corner and now played up the boards by the Green Giants. Blue Ox sent it right back in and right back out it comes for the Green Giants. Dumped into the zone. Good battle for possession here in there for the Green Giants was George, but unable to make a play. Now George continues to whack away with a Blue Ox defender. And now picked up at center. Right across the line they come. Dumped in by Sam Sturl, who we saw a lot of during that second period. Forced to the corner. Thrown out in front. Hit the side of the post with the shot and a whistle. Looks like we're going to have a penalty. Charging minor coming up here against the Green Giants. This one's going to go to Nicholas Hughes. And the Blue Ox will have an opportunity now to get their fourth goal of the game. It's one of those penalties you don't see very often. Charging minor against Hughes. And so, power play now for the Blue Ox. They are 1 for 3 so far on the day. And an opportunity to add their second power play goal. One of the Green Giants coaches, looks like Sean Fish talking with the officials about that call. Not happy with it, and Fish has certainly been pleading his case a lot tonight to the officials, or this afternoon rather. And we might have more than just a 2-minute minor here. It looks like Trenton Peloff is coming to the box, and I think that there may be a 10-minute misconduct as well on the charge. So that will result in a 2-minute power play, and then we'll have to sit an extra 10 minutes. Glove down, and we're going to have another penalty coming up. This is going to be an interference call against the Blue Ox, and that will negate the power play that lasted just 4 seconds. So, penalty coming up here looks like against Schroeder on the interference call, and now the officials will head towards the Blue Ox bench to discuss with the coaching staff of their team. 10:56 though to go in this hockey game, a 3-0 lead for the Blue Ox. This will be a delayed offside, so the Blue Ox will have to tag up. We're going to play 4-on-4 for a minute 47, and then we'll have about a 5-second power play for the Green Giants. Back in their own end, corralling it, Carson Reed trying to move it up the boards for the Blue Ox. Whacked at here and forced in deep. Triggs backhanding it, finds his man on the tape. Triggs gets bumped off. Oh, big hit there. And now the Green Giants will move up ice. Pass rolling off the stick there of a Green Giants player, and now flung back the length of the ice. Remember, this is 4-on-4, so we will have an icing against the Blue Ox. Go back down to the other end, a minute 13 to go. 4-on-4 time, and then again we'll have a 5-second power play for the Green Giants. $3-0 your score. 2 goals in the second period for the Blue Ox, and 1 so far here in the third for them as they are in the driver's seat here with 10 minutes to go in this third period. Certainly a long way to go, but they are in good position. So we get another icing call here. Just under 10 minutes to play, 9:58 to be exact, remaining in this third period. Again, a reminder to those watching that we are going to have game number 2 of this semifinal series in the Minnesota District Youth 15 Championship between the Wayzata Walleye and Shattuck St. Mary's. It's going to be a good one, and we'll have it coming up here for you at 2:30 estimated start time. Big hit there, thrown to the ice. Was a man, and now the Blue Ox wanting a slashing call. They're not going to get it. It'll come back the other way. 35 seconds left to 4-on-4. Into the zone for the Green Giants comes Chase Cheslock, and it'll be shoved up along the boards and forced out of there. Could be a one-on-one for an opportunity for the Blue Ox, rather, turn aside. Now back to the point. Here's the shot turned aside with the pads on the shot attempt from Sam Sturl. And now flung in deep by the Green Giants. Cooper Fredericks forcing it low. Homer will play it for a man. Sent up the boards, and out of the box comes number 12 for the Green Giants, Trenton Peloff. And we are now back to 5-on-5 after both of those penalties expired. Green Giants pick it up, looking to break out. Sent back around behind the goal by Benjamin Wackman and forced to the corner. Here's Schroeder fumbling it for a moment as he continues to work away. Schroeder still whacking, and now blocked by the Green Giants. Good keep in by Lally in the slot area, rolling around in front, shoved to the corner. Green Giant player, that was number 15, Gavin Thorson, lost an edge. Now a couple of other guys down for both clubs. And now we come back through center. 8:10 to go in the third. 3-0 lead for the Blue Ox. Pushed up along the wall. There's a big hit that results in that loose puck. Whacked at by number 14, Ryan Schmidt, but instead, here come the Blue Ox, taken away. Backhander forced down in the net, chopped to the corner by the Green Giant defense. Forced out of there again, but the Blue Ox able to force it back deep. Here they come now across the neutral zone, gliding into the offensive zone. Finally fired in there by Benjamin Wackman. Chopped at by both teams. Green Giant player lost a stick, so it'll be broken up along the boards. Ian Ness will force it in deep, and Wackman plays it here in his own end. Quickly intercepted by the Green Giants, moving their way through the neutral zone across the line. Banked high off the glass, and man down for the Blue Ox. We're gonna have a whistle and see if we can see what this hit was. Ooh, got him in the head with that hit. That's a dangerous play, and hopefully he's okay. That's Carson Triggs for the Blue Ox, able to walk, or skate rather, off on his own power, so that's good to see. But Triggs went down hard, and now the officials discussing about how they want to call this. It looked, though, from our vantage point on the replay that that was a hit to the head, and we'll see what the officials decide to do here. Obviously, I'm assuming it wasn't intentional or anything, but you could tell that it was to the head, and now the referee's discussing with the Blue Ox coaches and players right in front of their bench. And doesn't look like we're going to have any penalty because of that hit, so we will play on at 5-on-5. Actually, it does look like we are going to have a penalty. Didn't see the the Green Giants player in the box. 6:58 though to go in the third, and the referees continuing to discuss how they want to approach this situation. And it will be, looks like 5-on-5 hockey. There's a player in the box for the Green Giants, but that is the player who was serving the 10-minute misconduct on the additional penalties. So no penalty resulting in that hit as we continue to play on here at the Plymouth Ice Center. 6:47 to go in this third period. The Blue Ox lead at 3-0. They come across the line. Sam Sturl trying to dance his way in. Sturl, one hand on the stick, forcing it to the net. Didn't work out. Now to the point it'll come. Here's the shot redirected, and a pad extension save there from Austin Dietrich, keeping this one at 3-0. Take a look at Dietrich here. That one just came right to the doorstep, and he had to slide over to make that save, and it was a nice one. 36-15 are your shots on goal so far. This one fired wide by Sam Sturl. He's taking a lot of those shots from the point here this afternoon, and the Green Giants will come into the zone. Shot broken up on the attempt, and they score. Look at that play right in front. And the Green Giants have made it 3-1. My goodness. Let's take a look at this play here in the corner as it bounced off the wall and it was thrown in the net. Goaltender wasn't ready, had to spin around. And it is now a 3-1 game. That is the bounce the Green Giants needed to try and get back into this game. And all of a sudden it's 3-1. Still a lot of time left to play for the Green Giants to try and get back into this game. And we'll see what they can do thanks to that nice bounce and a perfect finish at the doorstep. 6 minutes for the Green Giants to try and get 2 more. And at the same time still defend. Here's a shot fired off a body in front. And Green Giants trying to move it out off a couple of skates. And into the zone it comes. Not the most conventional way of entering the zone, but it'll be taken out by the Blue Ox. Here's a try away into the netting. And out of play on the shot by Carson Reed. Again, stick with us, 2:30. We'll have Shattuck St. Mary's and the Walleye in our second semifinal of this Minnesota District U15 Championship. Winner of this game and that game will advance to play each other in the championship game tomorrow morning at 10:15 a.m. and we'll have that right here for you on the Minnesota Hockey YouTube channel. Here's a drive that hit the post on the redirect that time from Andrew Larson. Larson throwing it in the slot, went off of his skate and deflecting off some sticks into the corner and up the boards as the Green Giants force it across the line. Nice maneuver and lost an edge. That was Bryce Lager trying to get fancy. Thrown out in front, pad save again. Wackman in there for the Green Giants. Had it for a moment, but now forced back out by the Blue Ox. Nice bounce, here it comes. Ian Ness with the shot save. Rebound, scores! Good finish by the Blue Ox, and they lead at 4-1 as we'll watch this one on replay. Take a look at this one. Big stop, rebound. That Green Giants defense was not there, and it's 4-1 in favor of the Blue Ox. That will pretty much put them in the driver's seat again here. 4:53 to go in the third period. Still lots of time, but we'll see what happens. Blue Ox rather, firing this one into the zone. Thrown up off the side of the net as it's whacked away here by both teams. Up the boards, glove down and chopped down at the line. Blue Ox just able to keep it in as they play with it right in front of that Green Giants bench. Banked off the boards and fired up along the wall. All kinds of players in there. Chase Cheslock trying to emerge free. Pad save, rebound again, and extending the pad to make the save was Dietrich. Nice work by him. Let's take a look at this replay, and it was no surprise for the Blue Ox, Thomas Schroeder, who got in here, and a pad save, and then the rebound fought off by Dietrich. Nice work. Tell you what, Dietrich has had a good afternoon, 36 saves on 40 attempts. keeping his team. This thing could be a lot uglier than 4-1, but he is doing a good job in net. Now the Green Giants come through center, intercepted by the Blue Ox, off a couple of skates, and hop right onto the stick here of George Peterson. Quickly thrown back out through center, and no penalty call. Sticks got tangled up there, and surprised the officials didn't make any whistle there. Here's Wackman into the zone, and he's a little slow. He'll come right off the ice. Here's the shot fired wide, and because Wackman came off the ice, nobody was home for the Green Giants. Here come the Blue Ox into the zone. Ty Kennett delayed offsides. 3:30 now remaining. Green Giants need to get some goals in a hurry here. No penalty called. We continue play. Whacking away was Jack Kritzik in a awkward collision on the delayed offside, and now the Blue Ox will dump it in. A little confusing sometimes with the Blue Ox and Green Giants playing here this afternoon at the Plymouth Ice Center. Shots on goal are 40-16 in favor of the Blue Ox. Here they come as they'll backhand it right back into the offensive zone. Flung out through center. So we played here in the Blue Ox zone. And it will go for an icing. 2:48 to go in the third period of play. Blue Ox closing in on a berth in this championship game, which will be tomorrow at 10:15. And Shattuck, St. Mary's, and Walleye will be coming up here at 2:30. We should be able to start on time there. And it should be a good one in that one as well. Looking forward to it. A lot of good talent on that Shattuck, St. Mary's team. From the Green Giants, fought off on the shot attempt. That was Trenton Peloff, who's had a couple of good looks so far this afternoon. Had a breakaway earlier that could have given the Green Giants a 1-0 lead, but Holmer came up big, and he has done so this entire afternoon. Made 16 saves on 17 shots attempted by the Green Giants. Puck filtered out through the neutral zone and right back in. Get a delayed offside. Slapped all the way up the ice and through the wickets of number 17, Larson. Empty net now for the Green Giants as it's desperation time. Nice tape-to-tape pass as they come across. Drop pass. Forced back behind the net. And the Blue Ox will maintain possession. Give away here. There's a quick shot off a skate. Out the far side. Ooh, big hit there. And the Blue Ox able to send it out of play as it redirects into the Green Giants bench. So 1:38 here to go. The Green Giants again have pulled their goaltender to try and get a goal, anything really. They're down by 3 with 1:38 here. But barring a miracle, the Blue Ox will go on to play the winner of the Walleye Shattuck St. Mary's game, which will be coming up here in about 27 minutes or so. And looking forward to that one. Going to be a good one. From the Green Giants into the zone. 1:20 left. Forced to the corner and a big hit down low. The puck rolling around along the boards. Skied up into the air, but off some sticks. This puck will stay in the Giant zone. Redirected in front, they score. The Green Giants aren't done yet. They get their second goal of the game, and it's 4-2. Let's take a look at this one on a replay. Good redirect in front of the goal there with 1:06 to play. So the Green Giants have made it interesting. Still a 2-goal deficit with 1:06, but they strike with the extra attacker and make things interesting here. So a timeout for the Green Giants. Chance to discuss things over here. And we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back for the conclusion of this one. Here we go after the Green Giants timeout. We're ready to get back underway here in the third period. The Green Giants just got their second goal of the game. They've cut the deficit from 3-2. So not out of it yet, but minute 6, not a lot of time to work with here for the Green Giants, but who knows, anything can happen. The Blue Ox will send this one down towards the vacant empty net. Instead, it'll go wide. 57 to go, and again, keep in mind that empty net. Extra attacker for the Green Giants. This one high into the air, and it will go just a couple of inches wide for an icing. 49.2 to go. So the Green Giants will have that much-needed offensive zone face-off that they've been looking for. And we'll see what they can get going here. Trailing 4-2. 49.2 seconds to go. Here we go. Green Giants unable to win the draw as it's banked off the glass. But off some bodies, the Green Giants keep it in. Here's the shot thrown in the net, redirected to the corner. 39 seconds to go. At the point, redirected again in front. That puck's still loose in the crease, but now finally cleared down the length of the ice by the Blue Ox. This will be an icing, but some extracurricular activity going on here in the Blue Ox zone. And the officials try to get right in the middle and break it up. Couldn't tell who that was, but we may have a penalty coming up here against the Blue Ox, and you don't want to take a penalty in this spot. So this one's going to go against Schroeder, and we're going to have 2 penalties here. One on each side with 28.8 seconds to go. So we will play 5-on-5, but both of those players will be in the box the rest of the game. And everybody will get situated here. The official saw something he didn't like and blew the whistle, but looks like we're ready to go again. Off the draw, that puck's sitting in the circle. Seared off the glass and back to the neutral zone. 20 seconds to go now for the Green Giants to try and get 2 goals. Not a lot of time, but thrown up along the boards. Kept in momentarily, but this one, I believe, out of play. 11.2 to go, and the face-off will come into the neutral zone here. So the Blue Ox Youth 15 team is going to be moving on to the championship tomorrow morning at 10:15 a.m. They will, of course, take on the winner of that Walleye Shattuck St. Mary's game, which will be coming up here in about 20 minutes. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for that one. The Green Giants cheering on the benches, or the Blue Ox rather cheering on the benches. They win it by a final of 4-2. They're on in the championship game tomorrow morning. A big win for them. They went up 3-0 and never looked back. So that will do it. The Blue Ox will again play the winner of the Walleye and Shattuck St. Mary's. And that'll be at 10:15 tomorrow. And that Shattuck St. Mary's Walleye game coming up at 2:30 right here on the Minnesota Hockey YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us here at the Plymouth Ice Center. We'll be back on in about 20 minutes for our second game. For cameraman Will Vanderbilt, I'm Matt Harrington saying so long.